Hey, Grego's here. Back again with another car. Who do we have this time? Bozley. Not a common, I don't know personally any Bozley. The main Bozley I know is from, what's that movie? It's got the bloody Helen Zass in it. Charlie's Angels, that's it. That had a character called Bozley in. This is new school Charlie's Angels, not old school. So, yeah, Bozley, that's what the owner has called it. And wow, what have we done on this car? This video is coming in a bit late, really. This is going to be episode 1, but we've already done heaps on it. So what did it involve? Wow. First of all, we had to put on a new deformation panel that was rusted out. The whole front was rusted out. So that's got a new panel on it, and we've made these joining pieces up. So new steps, new dog legs on both sides. The bottom of this quarter panel, you can see the join line there. This whole back panel on both sides needed to be replaced. That is a big ass job. So that's been done. This is a later model. It's actually a 79. This is the last of the bay windows. But the owner, as myself, also likes that classic fuel flap there instead of the exposed cap that has nothing flush over it. So in a way it was a backward step, and the owner of this one thought the same too. There was a bit of confusion at some stages because we were going to do another one there like the last car we did for 240 volt power for camping, but it was decided he'd rather have the flap for the fuel and just a regular exposed cap on the outside up there. So this car came to us all in pieces obviously, and sandblasted and coated up. I don't know if that's epoxy or if it's it could be just etch primer because it's corroded through a bit. So yeah, we had to repair some rusted sections on each side there. A few patches in the sill. That dogleg there, we had to repair under the seat base there. It hasn't been ground back yet, but a bit of tidying up to do. And a couple of different floor sections in there. That's all been welded up, and new that. So a lot of work. And also underneath there was a sunroof on it, so a patch has been welded in. Still hasn't been panel beaded yet. I've got to get this more level on there, but that's been welded all the way around. The rest of the roof isn't too bad. Had a few corrosion spots, but we've put some rust treater on that. What else did we repair? All this section in here, we had to put just repair the battery tray. And there's a section up the top there as well that was all rotted out, so that's all been replaced with cuts from a vehicle I've got out the back. This in there and that in there, right along. That was just because it's been sitting outside for a while, had a bit of surface rust on it, so I just put some rust treater on it, and that sort of, once the rust has turned black, then it's done. So just sand and epoxy that. So yeah, so we've gone right around this bus, and so that's something you'll notice. It's a dual slider. But what else you'll notice is that it's not a factory dual slider. Someone's made it that way. So they've ordered the parts from the States or Europe or wherever and made their own. So a lot of work that would be. So they've got another one of these, but a reverse one. You can see their welding is like certainly solid. It's not going anywhere, but ugly as all hell. So we're going to try and dress that up a little bit. But having said that, the seal that goes over this, and there'll be a headliner over there, won't see it anyway. So it's probably not worth spending too much time trying to clean that up. So that'd be a huge job to try and do that. So and they've had to modify this and weld in a, yeah, it looks like they've cut that open, pushed it out, welded in a bracket with the floating plate there to screw the receiver in, and then like stitched all this down. This here I think you would see, so we will tidy that up. Anything that holds the rubber, we don't have to worry, you won't see that. And down here as well, we'll just knock their, like I said, it's been solidly welded in, but their welds are really chunky, so we'll smooth them over, put a bit of seam sealer over it or something, and Bob's your uncle, as they say. So I've got an Uncle Rob, so that's, some people they call Roberts Bob, so I guess I do have an Bob's your uncle. So anyway, that's neither here nor there. So this one has a miniature pop top, as you can tell. It's down the back, little fiberglass. Never mind the wind, it's very windy outside. Oh God, I just come out of nowhere. So yeah, that's the pop top there. It's like a mini me one. So I guess it's enough to stand upright. Now let's talk about these panels here. Now all the panels were done at another shop, and unfortunately there was a bit of lifting of the paint, etc. So we decided to explore. I suggested to the owner that we should. These are all supposed to be paint ready, all the panels, but I said we should explore further, and I'm glad we did, because there's some action going on there. Not so much the depth of the filler there. That is a difficult place to try and pull it up. I'd have to use a stud gun to try and level that out a bit, but this here has only got a tack every 4 inches or so, and it's not a flange weld and it's not a butt weld. It's just like put the new piece in underneath, tack it on, and fill the rest with fiberglass filler. So not ideal, and it was painted over all the previous paint jobs, and of course there's some rust starting underneath there. And this here is a mystery. We don't know whether this started life out as a panel van, this door, because this is the odd door, the one from the left-hand drive versions for the other side. That's a lot of filler there, and it could have been a panel van door, and they might have stitched in this window because it goes all the way around. So I got a feeling there's no other reason but to put this reveal in where the window sits. So I'd say that's the case, but yeah, a lot of filler there and a lot of filler there. So anyway, that's what's happening. Didn't want to rave on too much. Just thought I'd give you an introduction to Bozley, even though we've done a lot of the hard work. So yeah, let's just say that now it's just bodywork and paint time. So that's it. Cheers.